Well, for more perspective on the Kenyan election, I'm joined in the studio by Regina Njogu, a Washington, D.C. area lawyer and analyst. Welcome to In Focus, Regina.
Thank you, Vincent.
First, give me your impressions of the debates that took place yesterday.
Given that this is the first time our Kenyans are taking part in such a debate, I think it was progressive. I think the media houses did a phenomenal job in putting together the exercise. I think it's a step in the right direction, even for Africa. You know, having presidential aspirants paraded on TV and subjected to questions. That was a good thing for Kenya. And I think the electorate got to observe the demeanor and the temperament, as well as articulation of issues by the aspirants. And I think that also helped a lot of the people that had not decided which way to vote to decide who they were going to vote for.
Yeah, and issues is really key here. People are kind of looking at these candidates and trying to figure out who of them really can assure them that they will tackle those issues that are of importance to them, like the land issue, the corruption issue, the developmental issues. Now, tell me, who of the candidates that are running today has something they can refer to, they can cite as either an initiative or a model or something in their history working in public service that they can use to give people the confidence that they can do that as president?
Yes, unfortunately, what they delivered during the debates were what I would call sweeping and generalized policy statements without specifics. So I don't think the debates provided the specifics based on which to make a decision who presents the best chance for Kenya. And also during their campaign trails all over the country, what they have been engaging in is the same thing, generalized policy statements, not to mention the fact that most of these candidates, or all of them actually just released their manifestos about a month ago. So I'm not sure that based on what they're telling the public and their campaign slogans and declarations, we can make that decision. And all of them claim to have the badge of reformist.
Yes.
If you look at Raila Odinga, he has this track record. He has been in the field for long. He has the advantage of experience. And then you look at Uhuru Kenyatta, he was in the previous government. I mean, this is not a typical situation, African election, where you have dictator or demagogue strongman and a strong opposition trying to oust him. This is, or her. This is a different scenario where all these people that are contesting have been members of the previous government. So it's difficult.
And not only members of the previous government, while they come in different political alliances and political parties and political colors, all these people have actually been in one party at one time. Am I right?
Exactly, and they have had a convergence of ideas. They have agreed in the past. They continue to say that they continue to agree on a lot of the issues. So they are not offering anything different, and this is why the election is so hotly contested.
And so what is going to be the main consideration when Kenyans cast that vote to determine who becomes their president? I
think people are going to go with their gut feeling. They are also going to go by the past 5 years, who's done what. There have been some scandals, and some of these people have been mentioned in the scandals. I think people are going to look to that to decide who will be better poised to lead Kenya to the next.
Tell me, what do you make of the fact that the next government is going to operate under a totally new constitution? What difference does this make?
Oh, definitely, there's going to be a big difference in terms of governance. I mean, if the constitution and everything works according to the way it's supposed to work, we are going to usher in a completely new era of accountable governance. I mean, the institutions have been set up by the new constitutions. We have a robust, independent judiciary. We do have also other strong institutions that provide checks and balances on the executive, the parliament. And it looks like if things work according to how they're supposed to work, according to the constitution, it's going to be a good era for Kenya, given that the power of the central government is going to be far more reduced. The power of the president is also going to be far more reduced, and also there's going to be devolved form of government. So there's going to be better distribution of resources. I mean, this is an exciting time for Kenya.
Yeah, in the few seconds left, people are very concerned still about the prospect of violence. Are you concerned yourself?
I'm not very concerned about that. I think there has been a concerted and good faith effort by all involved, the faith groups and the politicians and the media, to preach peace. It's all over the news, and I think Kenyans learned from the last election. I think we've learned our lesson. We are not going to go back there. Are there going to be skirmishes here and there, sporadic? Probably yes, but on a large scale, like it was in 2007, 2008, I don't believe so.
That's comforting to hear. Thanks a lot, Regina.
Thank you.
Well, Regina Njogu is a Washington, D.C. area lawyer and analyst, and we thank her very much for joining us here today.